veterans and their family members that can join us this morning. For those that haven't met me, I'm Tim Ryan, the principal at Windsor, and today it couldn't happen without the hard effort of the Windsor staff and the Windsor PTA members.
This is our 2013 Veterans Day Assembly. We do a combination of a breakfast for our veterans and family members. We invite the children to come in with them, moms and dads, any of the vets that we can recognize that are part of the Windsor family. And we also do an assembly once the school day starts. And we always like to tie in a service project to Veterans Day. So this year we have sold dog tags that are embossed with Windsor 2013 that the students get to have, and then the proceeds are going to be used to spend and buy items for the Veterans Hospital in the Cleveland area. Part of the activities we have the students do during the assembly is a reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance, which we do each morning, but we also have a unique rendition that our students have come up with their own words for the Pledge of Allegiance. We do the meaning of taps, we present poppy seeds to our soldiers, as well as homemade cards that our kids have made to show their appreciation. And then we take time to recognize servicemen and women in each of the military branches.
It's really nice because the children have to understand, what the military's about and the sacrifices that have been made by people. And it's nice to be with the kids, to see them with the people from different branches of the military and different eras.
It's really nice. I love it.
This is like my third or fourth experience with this, and I think it's just amazing that we teach this generation to respect that and also give the recognition to the soldiers and sailors and Marines and the Coast Guard that never had this experience and reward previous, because it took a good generation for the society to understand and give the recognition, especially to the Vietnam era vets. So this is amazing. It's good to feel it. It's good to be here for them. And we can swap a little bit of stories. They ask a lot of good questions, I'm not going to lie. The last couple of years they've asked a lot of good questions and things that we don't even recognize that we did. It's just good to bridge that gap generationally.
Saluted me. And I'm proud to be on this peaceful piece of property. I'm on sacred ground and I'm in the best of company.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Can you say good morning back? All right, it's a bit chilly out here, but it's a wonderful day. It's a fantastic day to recognize all our veterans. And today, we recognize and honor the men and women who have worn the uniform of the United States Armed Forces. We thank and honor all those who serve honorably in the military, in wartime, or peacetime. In fact, we thank all veterans, especially those who are here with us today, for their service. We acknowledge and appreciate their contributions to our national security, and we underscore the fact that all those who served have sacrificed and done their duty. It's my honor today to recognize several veterans that are here today. So when I call their name, if they could at least step forward or raise your hand so that we may recognize you. First up is Specialist Paler. He's in the branch of the Army in the 350th PSYOP Company. He is also serving as a student teacher here at McKinley Elementary. We have John Krawcheck, who is in the Navy as a storekeeper, second class. Pam Tanner served in the Army as a Specialist 4. David Shelton served in the Navy, E3, a boatman's mate. Rick Gleim served in the Air Force as a staff sergeant. Justin Snyder is in the Army, specialist. His mom is here today, which we'll speak in just a few minutes, as a Blue Stars mother. Justin Snyder. Lyle Pritt in the Army, 100th Airborne Division, SPC 4. And also Daryl Campbell of the U.S. Marines. Oh, we have one more.
Right here.
Chris Fordyce.
Chris Fordyce,
U.S. Air Force.
U.S. Air Force. If Dawn Woodlings could come up, she is a Blue Star mother. Her son is currently serving in the Army and would like to say a few words.
I want to thank McKinley Schools for allowing me to jump in here today. Zoe Tanner, my granddaughter, for inviting me. I want to thank McKinley Schools for all the cards and the letters that you did for us. We put them in our boxes and shipped overseas on Saturday. Wonderful turnout. We packed over 61 boxes. I want to thank all our veterans here today, our deployed. Don't forget them. They're your veterans of tomorrow. Our fallen. We have over 23.2 million veterans in the United States, and that's a low number. That was a few years ago. So the numbers increase. Just today, just Veterans Day. Don't use today and Memorial Day and your other holidays to thank your veterans. You want to thank them every single day. They sacrificed a lot for all of us and for our country, and we cannot ever forget them. Thank you.
We have some 5th grade students today from McKinley that would also like to show some respect to our veterans, as well as they've prepared a poem and will recite that poem to us. The students that will be performing today are Zoe Tanner, Dion Moore, Julia Williams, Devin Terry, Riley Tomac, Danae Collins, and Javier Cedino. Thank you.
Ready, begin. On Veterans Day, we honor the soldiers who protect our nation. For their service as our warriors, they deserve our admiration. Some of them were drafted, some were volunteers. For some it was just yesterday, for some it's been many years. In the jungle or the desert, on land or on the sea, they did whatever was assigned to produce a victory. Some came back, some didn't. They defended us everywhere. Some saw combat, some were in tests, but they all did their share. No matter what the duty, for low pay and little glory, these soldiers gave up normal lives for duty mundane and gory. Let every veteran be honored. Don't let politics get in the way. Without them, freedom would have died. What they did, we can't repay.
We owe so much to them, those who kept us safe from terror. So when we see a uniform, let's say thank